Hello, everybody, and welcome back to online yoga after a good, successful season of park yoga. It is now fall outside, so I'm going to bring it back online for the next few months until we can go inside. Today, I'm going to do just a really kind of chill morning flow. I woke up, I felt really stiff, so I wanted to do something that was going to kind of just get me feeling good, lots of focus on the low back. Some hamstring stuff, all the things that are really tight in the low core that you feel when you've been sleeping all day or all night, maybe all day, depending on your shift. Anyway, no props needed. I'm not quite sure how long it'll go, by like a half an hour. But it's really just intended to be a good way to start your day. So on your mat, I'm going to start off in child's pose. Really wide kneed. Hands outstretched in front of you. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Bring your forehead down to the mat. And start to come into big, deep inhales and exhales through your nose. And feel free to rock side to side just to notice what's tight to start the day here. Press your palms into the mat here. Walk your hands over to the right side. Place your left palm on top of your right palm. Sink your left hip back towards your left heel and feel this really growing long in your upper back, the left side, the obliques. When you inhale, you're feeling those intercostal muscles expand big time. Walk it through center and over to the left side. Place your right palm on top of your left palm and sink your right hip back towards your right heel. When I get really intense stretching, it almost feels hot in that part of my body. Getting muscles to warm up, loosen, release. One more inhale. On your exhale, come on back through center. You can stay with your knees in child's pose. Just lift that left arm up to the sky and thread the needle in child's pose here. So drop that left arm down, walk your right arm out. And I like to place my hand palm up when I do thread the needle. I can really press into the back of my arm, feel a nice deep stretch of my upper back and shoulder. One more breath in. On your exhale, press your right hand down. Just lift that left arm back up to the sky, and we're going to switch sides. So plant the left palm, open your right arm up, and thread the needle. Right hand comes down, palm up. You can walk your left hand out, actively pressing to the back of this right forearm here. One more inhale. On your exhale, bring that left hand back down. Extend your right arm back to the sky. And come on up to hands and knees. Tuck your toes here. I want you just to kind of sit back on your knees, pressing all your toes are pointing towards the top of the mat. Just a little toes. I'm not going to go too crazy into this, but my toes are tucked. Everything's pointing towards my knees. I'm just sitting on my toes just to wake them up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Bring your palms away from your spine. Move any way you need to move here. One more inhale. And exhale, release that into downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Pull out your feet as you need to. Make sure you press one heel deeply into your mat and then switch. Waking up the backs of your legs here.
Bring both feet together on your mat. Let your heels fall over to the right side. Walk your left hand out. And then slowly just transitioning into side plank here. Hips are lifting. That left hand can be extended overhead. One more inhale. Roll it on back into your plank pose. Let your heels fall over to the left side. Walk that right hand out just for a moment. Nice deep side stretch. Then extending into side plank on the left side. Hips are lifting. Head is heavy. One more breath. Back to downward dog. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take your squat at the top of the mat. Hands to heart center. Elbows right in between your knees. Starting to wake up these hips a little bit. Excuse me. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, just come on down to your seat. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us. Inhale your hands up high. Exhale, folding forward. This is one of those poses, staff pose here, Dandasana, that on a normal day should feel pretty, at the end of the day should feel pretty good, but early in the morning, this can be brutal. Your hamstrings aren't awake yet, really tight. So don't force this. Just kind of listen to your low back, listen to your hamstrings, see what it's saying. Inhale to bring it back up, and then keep your spine nice and straight as you hinge forward again. So no caving, no rounding. Nice straight spine, really working into the upper legs, into the lower back here. This is a great place for our strap too. Take one more breath in. Exhale, come on back up. Let's go ahead and take a little bit of core work just to warm up the body before we start moving into a flow. So just tip yourself back here to an Ardha Navasana. You're gonna basically have your shoulders off the mat and your heels hovering off the mat. You're just holding this low half boat, more like a quarter boat, just hovering off the mat. Nice, great way to start warming things up in the morning. And just start to tap your heels. Little tiny taps. One more big breath in, never stop breathing. On your exhale, steady it out. Inhale, come all the way up to full boat. Exhale, back down to half boat. Inhale, bring it up to full. Exhale, half. Inhale, up. Exhale, half. Inhale, up. Exhale, half. Stay low. Roll onto your left side. And we're going to take 5 crunches here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. To the right side. 5 crunches. So I'm on my right hip bone essentially here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. It doesn't have to look like anything grand. You have to just really feel it. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Come on up to Navasana. If you need a break, you can grab behind your thighs. Otherwise, float your hands high. Take an inhale. On your exhale, drop your right foot down. Inhale up. Left foot down. Up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right. Up. Left. 2 more time each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. Go ahead and roll over across knees. Take your cat-cow. Just a little core work to warm things up here. Inhale for cow pose. Open your heart here. Exhale, curling around. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Walk your feet back into plank pose. So stacking my shoulders right over my wrists. My hips are lifting. Core is strong. Quads are strong. Neck is nice and long. Take a big breath in. On exhale, lower halfway down and pause for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press up. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands in front of you here. We're going to take 5 Supermans. Basically what that means is we're going to lift our hands, lift our feet, and cactus our arms. So take an inhale. On your exhale, cactus lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Lift your feet, lift your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back up in front of you. Lift your left foot, right arm. And just switch. Just working on a little bit of alignment stuff. Opposites, opposites. These tiny little kicks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulders under, palms under shoulders. Tuck your toes, elbows pinned in. Press up to plank, downward facing dog. Down dog, walk your feet up the top of the mat. Inhale, take halfway lift, forward fold. Exhale, all the way into your fold. Inhale, sweep your hands up high, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your hands high. Take your left wrist in your right hand, tilt to your right side on your exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, switch wrist, switch sides. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank pose. Take an inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale. Lower down with those elbows pinned into your ribs. On your inhale, flip your feet, take cobra, upward dog. Exhale for down dog. Sun salutations are just the nicest way to wake up the full body. Take a big breath in through your nose. On your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up, big reach. Left wrist in your right hand. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper to the right side. Inhale, up. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Cobra, up dog. Downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet. Warming up the body. We're going to take one more sun salutation here. Bend your knees, lift your heels, bottom of your exhale, step or spring forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come up, big reach. Exhale, tip it to your right side. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, tip it to your left side. Inhale, high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on your breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Vinyasa. Always throwing, you can always throw in push-up or pauses if you want to. Up dog on your breath in. Down dog on your exhale. Slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Take a ragdoll pose here, shake everything out. Be heavy, let your head be heavy. Hands are heavy, if it feels good, you can grab for your elbows. Now is a good time to take inventory. If your chest feels tight, you can interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe start to work out your hips and IT bands a little bit here. One more breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Inhale, sweep your hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Next breath in, sit low, take your chair pose, sweep those hands high. One inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Lovely Anjaneyasana. Keep those back toes tucked while you bring your hands high. You're going to sink into that left leg here. One more big inhale. Exhale, hands come down, untuck your back toes. Straighten out that left leg. Ardha Chandramanasana, just getting into the hamstring. We start every class this way. Just a nice little wake up. One more breath in. Exhale, bring it forward. Step your left foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts on your inhale. Right foot forward. Drop your left knee down. Keep those back toes tucked. Fire through that left glute as you sweep your hands high and sink into that right knee. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down, untuck your back toes, straighten out your right leg. Woo, my right hamstring is mad today. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring it forward. This time, just step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Same thing, I'm just gonna switch the order. Sit low, hands come high, chair pose. Breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, drop your left knee down. Sweep your hands up high. Navasana, one, inhale. Exhale, those hands come down, straighten out that right leg. One more inhale. On your exhale, bring it forward with your hands, step back, move through chaturanga. If you want to skip chaturanga, you can go straight to down dog. Ending in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts on your inhale, step that left foot forward, drop your right knee down. Hands come high, big reach, inhale. Exhale, hands down, straighten out your left leg. Starting to feel this warming up a little bit. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, bend through that front knee, bring your hands to the inside of that front foot, tuck your back toes, and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands come all the way up, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Starting our sequence here, working on stability and agility. So sit low, hands high. Nice deep bend in your legs, bring your shoulders away from your ears. So it's really easy to do this, but shoulders can come, your hands can come wider if it means your shoulders are by your ears. Hands to heart center here. Stay nice deep bend in your knees. Take your weight out of your right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, tap that right foot back. Inhale forward. Exhale to back and diagonal. So up, back, up, back. Two more. Off to the corner towards the back. One more. Off to the corner. And bring it here. Inhale. Exhale directly to the side. Towards side. Middle. Side. Three more. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Lift that foot up. Take your airplane pose. So hands are going to come back. That right foot's going to lift. Your chest is going to open. Inhale, just like this. Left hand is going to come down. We're going to open to half moon pose here. Half moon in the morning can be real mean. Just slowly opening your hips, opening your chest towards the right side. One big breath. On your exhale, bend that left knee. We're going to land in a warrior 2. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale, big reverse here. Inhale to bring it back forward. Take a side angle pose. Right hand comes to the sky. I want you to use that left tricep against your left knee and really press them together to get a deep opening, working through your adductor this time. One more inhale. On your exhale, straighten out the left leg. Maybe come up just a little bit. Take an inhale and full triangle pose as that left hand comes down. Nice deep groin stretch that left side. One more breath in. On your exhale, sweep your right hand down. Hit on the ball of your back foot. Drop your right knee down. Heel to that left foot out to the left for a lizard pose. Gently pushing into that knee on the left side, really working through your outer hip here. It's pretty intense and it feels really good in the morning to get into lizard pose. So I want you to plant your right hand so it's basically right under your shoulder. Tuck your back toes here. And I want you stepping back into side plank. So side plank here, we're gonna do a little more core work. Lift that left leg, take an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back, exhale, knee to nose. Back, forward, plank, chaturanga, Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, find the top of the mat. Into your squats. So hands at heart center, palms to chest, just moving side to side. Shake out your wrists if you need to. Again, just working into the lower core here. All those big muscles make your body stay feel good. Inhale, hands come up, big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. You can bring your feet back together. Back into chair pose, sit low. Hands come high. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking weight out of our left foot this time. Hovering that foot up, take a breath in. Exhale, back to the corner. Forward, back to the corner. Up, back, up, back, back. Bring it forward into the side. Keep that right knee bent and out, together, out, together, out, together, airplane. So nice, strong right leg, bring your hands back. Open your chest like you would if you were an upward facing dog. Lift that left leg high. Starting to tip into half moon pose. Right hand comes down, the left arm goes up. Woo! Fight your wobbles, even though they're good for you. And from half moon pose, if you get your balance, hold it for a good couple breaths. And then eventually we're gonna land back in warrior two. Warrior two, inhale to reach things forward. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Another big breath back here. Come all the way through to side angle pose. Drop your right hand down, left arm to the sky. I want you to really press that right tricep and right knee together. Working on strength here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten out that right leg. If it feels good, you want to reset. Come all the way up. Hinge forward for your triangle pose. Left arm to the hyperextending that right knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bend into that right knee. Pivot onto the ball of that back foot. Drop that left knee down. Heel toe to right toes out to about 2 o'clock for lizard pose. And I'm going to take my right hand and just gently press into my right knee, waking up that outer hip. Should feel pretty good in the morning, hopefully. And then from here, we're going to take that left palm right under the left shoulder, tuck your back toes, and just see if you can step your way back into side plank here. So hips are lifting high. There's a nice arc where my hips are. Option for the core work to lift your right leg up. Take an inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. After your 5th one, go ahead and move through chaturanga. And downward facing dog. All right, one more quick little flow here just from down dog to get into the legs. A little bit more right leg lifts on your breath in. Step right forward. Pivot your toes to the left side. Coming into Skandasana here, so nice deep bend in the right knee. My left toes are pointing to the sky. Just sinking into that right leg. And if you can't quite come down this far, that's fine. The goal is to get into the left groin right now. Massive left groin stretch. Take a breath in. On your exhale, stay low as you cruise to the back side of your mat. Now we're into that right groin. Take one more breath in. Exhale, coming back forward. Right back into this awkward lunge. We're going to plant our left hand. Let all the toes go to the right side. So I'm on the outside of both of my feet here. Hips are high on an inhale. Exhale, I'm going to set them down a little bit more just to see where that stretch needs to be. And it's going to be different for everybody. Maybe your hips need to be high to get the stretch. Maybe you can basically set your hips down on the mat. We're going for a big stretch in the IT band here. In the outer right hip, maybe even on the left hip a little bit too. One more breath in. Come on back to the center of your mat. Drop your left knee down, tuck those back toes, Anjaneyasana like we started class with here. Inhale. And on your exhale, just sink lower into this. You can even bring your hands down. If you want to keep opening your chest, you can interlace your fingers behind your back. But I really just want you to get into the iliac and hip flexor here on that left side. This is such a tight spot for me. Take one more big breath. And on your exhale, we're going to come right back into that half split again. So straighten out that right leg. If you're really mobile and you want to go to a full split, by all means do that. But we're just trying to get deeper into this left hamstring. One more breath in. On the exhale, come back forward, hands in your front foot. Step back, move through chaturanga. Cobra, up dog, downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts, inhale. Step your left foot forward, pivot all the toes to the right side. So left knee is, excuse me, right toes to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're gonna cruise to the back of the mat. So get in that stretch even down that left side. One more big breath. Exhale, bringing it back forward. We're gonna come into that awkward lunge where we plant the right hand. All the toes go to the left side here. So again, it might feel very different from the first side to the second side. Lift your hips high. Then slowly set them down to see where you need that stretch to be. Woo. That's it for me. So hold for another breath or so. And then eventually we're going to pivot back up into Anjaneyasana. So we're going to drop our back knee, keep those toes tucked, sweep those hands high for an inhale. And then on your exhale, you can bring your hands down. You can interlace your fingers behind your back. Really just going for this lovely hip flexor stretch. Pull your core into your spine here. One more breath in. On your exhale, untuck your back toes, straighten out that left leg. Oh yeah, that's so nice. One more breath in. Exhale, bring it back forward. Go ahead and take your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Last thing we're going to do tonight, or today, this morning, whatever it is for you, is a quick pigeon pose. So right leg comes up, step that right shin forward, drop your left leg down and back behind you. Forever feeling tight in your outer hips. This is the simplest thing you can do to work on your outer hips. If it's inner hips, go for your squats out top of the mat. You can stay high if that's what you need. You can fold it low. Feel free to just find your spot here. I like to move around a lot because my whole outer hip is really tight, so I just like to slowly work through it. Couple more breaths here. And eventually we're going to make our way back up to our hands. Tuck our toes, kick that right foot back up, shake it out. If you want to take a vinyasa, you can. And then switch to the left side whenever you're ready. So that left shin will come forward. Try to sink those hips down. And again, find the position that works best for you, whether that's high or low. Couple more breaths here. And we're slowly going to bring ourselves right back up. And this time I'm just going to roll onto the outer hip here. Bring my legs in front of me, shake everything out. Knees together. Go ahead and scoot forward on your mat. Come down to your back here. And it's going to take a second to wring out your spine, rinse out your spine. So let your knees fall over to the left side. Just a quick spinal twist. Right arm out to the right, knees to the left. Inhale, knees through center. And exhale to the right. Left arm goes out to the left side. Inhale, knees through center. Take your happy baby pose. Reach up and grab the soles of your feet. And take any other movements that you'd like to take today. And when you're ready, if you have time, release yourself into a Shavasana. If you don't have time, then just give yourself one good big inhale and exhale through your nose and call it a class. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.